Nothing bad is going to happen, trust me. I am Astrid Nalvita, the Maths Mentor, here to help you pass your next maths exam. In the last video of the trigonometry playlist, I did promise you that I will be solving those trigonometry ratios I used as examples. In this video, I will be showing you how to solve 3 different types of trigonometry equations. The first is to find the non-hypotenuse side. The second is to find the hypotenuse. And the third is to solve for the angle. This was the triangle from the last video. We are now going to solve for x. And if you remember, we chose cos theta equals adjacent over hypotenuse for this one. We now can substitute all of the numbers in. Theta is our angle, 30 degrees. So it's cos 30 degrees is equal to adjacent is x and hypotenuse is 5. Next, you multiply 5 on both sides of the equation, and I also switched the equation around as well. Multiplying 5 on this side will give you x. Multiplying 5 on this side will give you 5 cos 30 degrees. Cos 30 degrees have an exact value of root 3 on 2, and 5 times root 3 on 2 gives you 5 root 3 on 2. Don't forget that x is a length, and even though there's no units here, you still have to write units in your answers. We are back to the second triangle. For this one, we picked sine theta is equal to opposite over hypotenuse. Again, we substitute the information in. So theta is 14.8 degrees. The opposite is 9 and hypotenuse is e. These types of questions tend to freak a lot of students out because the pronumeral is in the denominator. But it's not as scary as you think. But don't worry, I will show you step by step how to do this question. Since e is in the denominator, it means that 9 is being divided by e. So to deal with the e, you times both sides by e. It's totally okay to times by a pronumeral. Nothing bad is going to happen, trust me. Just times both sides by e. And timesing e on the right hand side is going to give you 9. Timesing e on the left hand side is going to give you e sine 14.8 degrees. To get e on its own, you'd want to divide by sine 14.8 degrees. And again, it's not that scary dividing a trig. It's only a number after all, so just divide it and you'll be fine. The world's not going to end. And you get e is equal to 9 is divided by sine 14.8 degrees. Put that in the calculator and you will get 35.2325, etc. Because there is no question to tell me what I should round it to, I round it to 2 decimal places, 35.23 meters. This is the third and last triangle, and we are asked to find theta, the angle. I believe we chose tan theta is equal to opposite over adjacent. Now let's substitute the information we have into the equation. We don't have the angle, so that stays as tan theta, but we do have the opposite, 33, and the adjacent, 17. There is a major misconception that a lot of students have. A lot of students seem to think that tan and theta are multiplied together, but they're not. They are one unit. It's tan theta, not tan multiplied by theta. So you cannot just divide by tan. It doesn't make sense to do that. What you need to do to get the theta on its own is to arctan both sides. If you arctan the left hand side, you will just get theta on its own. Then you do the same on the other side and you have arctan 33 on 17. When you type this into your calculator, it will give you a decimal. However, don't forget that theta is an angle, so you will need to press this angle button and turn it into a degree. And since there is no question telling you what to round it to, I would always advise to round it to the nearest minute. And to the nearest minute, this is 62 degrees 45 minutes. Let me know in the comments below if you want me to make a video about rounding degrees. Do you want more of these kinds of videos? If you do, click that like button to let me know. The next video that I have for you will be on sine rule and cosine rule. Subscribe!